All right, welcome back, COSA 1 and 601 folks. Professor Almeida here. Happy Thursday morning, and I wanted to get this video out because of the holiday weekend coming up. So we're going to recap what's expected of you for this week, and then we'll talk about next week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into Canvas here. Hopefully you've had a chance to settle in by now, and I'm going to use the face-to-face COSA 1 class. Online folks, you have your section there. And if you haven't had a chance to do so, now would be a good time to get settled in and follow the points here on how to get started. To register with SimNet, you're going to follow this link to the left here, and you can purchase access directly in SimNet for about $50 plus tax, or you can purchase the access card from the bookstore for a little bit more. All right, let's get into modules here. And just as a reminder, you have your 3 assignments here due tomorrow night: your Windows 11 training, your Office Essential Skills training, and then finally your Windows and Office Essential Skills quiz. Just to review real quick on how the training sims work, let me open that up for you here. And by the way, I will be hanging out in the live chat from 9 to noon Pacific time this morning. So if you have questions, feel free to drop into the chat. But here we are. Here's the Windows 11 training. This is what it looks like. And your goal is to fill this progress meter all the way to 100%. So I'm going to open up the first task here just to show you. And you can see we have show me, guide me, and let me try. Points are earned by completing the let me try tasks here, and you can see change the file properties on the newsletters folder to read only. If you're not sure what to do, you can show the hint, or you can go into show me and guide me. I've put together a more detailed video on this, so be sure to go watch that. All right, let me go ahead and complete this here. Let's change the newsletters property to read only. Click OK, and you'll see that I've completed the let me try. I'm going to back out of this real quick just to show you the progress meter. And you can see that I am now 4% completed the way. By the way, don't check the gradebook until you've actually finished your training sim. Otherwise, you're going to think that you're failing the assignment because it's going to show 4%. So complete the training sim and then check your gradebook after. So that's it for the first week. The 2 training sims are a participation requirement. I sent out reminders yesterday to those who haven't started. If you don't turn in your training sims by tomorrow night, I'm going to assume that you're no longer interested in the class, and unfortunately, you will be dropped. Okay, so if you want to stay in COSA 1 and 601, make sure that you get those 2 training sims turned in. You also have that quiz. Now, COSA 601 folks, the non-credit folks, you are not obligated to do quizzes in this class. It's more of a chance for you to see what you've learned. I strongly recommend that you do all the assignments, 601 folks. I strongly recommend that you do all the assignments. But again, COSA 1 folks, you do need to take the quiz. All right, onward. Let's talk about next week. Week 2 is already open and available to you. Okay, so here's week 2. Now, face-to-face folks, because of the Monday holiday, we're not going to be meeting, but you will still be responsible for Word Chapter 1. And you'll see that there's a training sim and a project. Now, I have walkthrough videos for every project. Be sure to watch those walkthrough videos so you see how these projects work from start to finish. And honestly, it should not take you very long. Now, if you don't have a Windows PC at home, you can visit the COS Computer Labs in person, face-to-face, folks. You had a tour of that yesterday. It's M229, that's M as in Mike, if you are going to LAC, or AA 206 at PCC. Okay, choose the computer lab that is closer and more convenient to you, and they have all the software that you'll need. Now, if you still cannot access the COS computer labs, you do have another option in your Viking portal. As a matter of fact, let me bring this up here real quick. You're going to see in your Viking portal, you have what's called the Citrix Student Labs, and this is what it looks like here. You have a Microsoft Office 2021 lab, and for some reason it doesn't want to play nice with me right now, but you could click on the lab, and what it's going to do, it's going to launch a virtual Windows environment, and you should be able to complete your projects that way. Now, this should be a last resort since it does require an active internet connection. And as you saw Monday and then again last night, your internet connection could be a little bit sketchy, especially when you start getting torrential downpours and 70-mile-an-hour winds. So again, Citrix should be a last resort. If you don't have access to a Windows PC, I would recommend that you find a system somewhere or go to the COS computer labs. Now, if you need to install Microsoft 365 on your home system, I've also put together a video on how to do that. So again, just to recap what we're doing for week 2, we have 2 chapters of Microsoft Word. Face-to-face, folks, you are on your own for chapter 1. And then Wednesday, for face-to-face, folks, we have chapter 2. We'll do the project first thing in the morning, and then you'll have your training in your downtime along with the quiz. Now, online, folks, since there are no class meetings, you are responsible for getting through the assignments. And again, these assignments should not take you very long as you are being proactive with the class. You'll also see that the due dates for your Word assignments are February 25th. All your Word assignments will be due together. One last thing, we have this success check-in forum here. By the end of the week, I'm going to expect that you have purchased access to SimNet, and you can confirm in a few short words in the forum that you either have purchased access or that you will, and you also have access to the course materials. By participating in the Success Check-In Forum, you will unlock week 3 when the week of February 19th rolls around. Now, keep in mind, February 19th, that Monday, is also a holiday. But again, you will unlock week 3 if you participate in the Success Check-In Forum. If you don't reply in the Success Check-In Forum, you don't look at it, week 3 is going to stay grayed out until you do. Okay, so just make sure you keep that in mind. Anyway, have a good weekend, folks. Again, Canvas Live Chat, I will be there from 9 a.m. to noon today. And if you need to see me in person, I'll be on campus tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Just go to the COS Computer Lab in M229 and let the folks there know that you want to see me, and then I'll come out to meet you. All right, take care of yourselves out there. Stay dry. We have a break for a couple of days. See you all soon.